Hi everyone, this is Neha. Welcome to new video. Today I'll be talking about the books I have read so far. I was thinking to do the video like a wrap-up video, but I was late to catch up on those. So without further ado, let's get into this video. The first book which I finished reading in March, actually I read that book throughout March, is Life After Life by Kate Atkinson. This is actually a weird novel. I was reading this book as an audiobook. I had my ebook also. Still, it was difficult to catch up with the plot because we are traveling back and forth in time. So I would not recommend this book to the beginners. The story is about Ursula, who has this thing. I can't tell a gift because that is not under her control. So she has this thing that she can come back to life immediately after every death to rectify the mistake. But that doesn't happen. Humans are tend to make mistakes, be it one time, two time, or three times. So by the end of Ursula's life, it is like she has lived 1,000 lives, and it is quite exhausting for her. So Ursula is born in 1910, and immediately after her birth she dies, and again she comes back to life. So this 1910 scenes goes back and forth for like many times. And the other characters in this book are Ursula's parents, Sylvie and Hugh, Ursula's elder sister Pamela, she's also called Pammy, Ursula's elder brother Maurice, and two younger brothers, Teddy and Jimmy. So this is a big English family with one cook, Mrs. Glover, and maid Bridget. So these characters doesn't change, but there are many other characters which come and go. In the first part, Ursula is trying to find out what's happening with her in her childhood. Even her mother is very worried about Ursula being so weird, and she knows everything beforehand because she has lived those life already, because she has died in childhood also many times and come back to life. And in second half, it's about war. If one time Ursula is in Germany, the other time she is in London. So wherever she is, be it in Germany or in London, be it Germany who have announced a war, or be it in London who are suffering from the war, both the ways there is suffering. There is no winner or loser in the war. In London, Ursula is kind of in a rescue patrolling team where she rescues the people from the streets where they have been bombed. So this part needs a lot of strength to read because it's emotionally draining. The description about war makes you feel that you are in those times, and sometimes for me it was like a guilt also that I am in a blessed time, still we have so many complaints. This always happens to me whenever I read a war fiction, but nothing is like that I will not be picking up these kind of book again. These kind of book kind of attract me, they kind of come to me. Writing is amazing. The description of the war given in this book are really heart-wrenching. You need a time to take in those things. Imagination becomes sometimes curse also there when you have strong imagination and the writing is supporting kind of trespass to those places. So I needed to take break every time I read these war scenes. Story is amazing, but catching up with the plot is a bit difficult. Writing and all, overall a good read. Next book is my all-time, not all-time, it's a longest reading project because this is on my TBR for a long time, and I started it a year ago and finally I finished it. Circe by Madeline Miller. This became a problem for me because kind of an alien read for me because I was not into Greek mythology and I never read Odysseus. So this is a backstory of one character in Odysseus. So when I have not read that, then what's happening in this is really, I was confused and I was not really getting what was happening. But after 50 pages into book, I got to know that yes, Circe is a goddess. She is the daughter of sun Helios, and she is being kind of underdog all the time, and she never knew she had skills in her. When she got to know, she practiced an illegal witchcraft, because of which she is sent to an exile to an island, which kind of becomes a blessing in disguise for Circe because she masters her witchcraft in this island. So after 50 pages, the most of the part is description, where writer is explaining what Cersei is doing in the island, how she is mastering her witchcraft. So these kind of descriptive reading becomes difficult. You can't concentrate on it because you don't have any dialogue in it. It's many years of description. Then this warrior Odious come to take shelter in her island, Cersei's island, and Odious spends quite time with her. And he is a mortal, and he will tell Cersei story about the wars, how mortals and gods are fighting wars. After Odious goes back to his home, what happens to Cersei and what happens to Odious? Odious is kind of changed person after returning from the war. War makes people bitter, and the family waiting for them, they kind of get heartbroken by seeing their loved ones as a changed person, because there is no sign of love. And after Odious is gone, Cersei, who is being, as I told, weaker all the time, she turns into a hero. And the ending, especially the ending, is really good, and that's why I like this book. And I finally finished it. The next book which I read in March is The City of Good Death by Priyanka Champaneri. I have done a detailed review of this book, so I will be not talking much about this book. Only I can say is that this is the story about two brothers who are inseparable in childhood, but when they become adult, life happens and they grew apart. Now in present, they both are trying to find each other and love for each other between life and death. I will leave the link in the description for this review below. The next book which I read in March is Lucid Dreams by G. Mehul Krishna Kumar. This is a review copy I got from author, and I have done a detailed review of this book also. For this book also, I will leave the link in the description below. This is a love story. I will be doing a part 2 of this books I read so far. This was my March read. I will come back with my April read in part 2. Till then, stay happy, stay healthy. Hakuna Matata.